Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Any of my videos, you can get this free. Just letting you guys know, I'm giving away this as a Christmas present to all of you within Singapore. If you're local, you get this for free. And if you're foreign address, you have to pay the shipping. But yeah, I'm giving away this. And then you can join the lucky draw. And you can win some of the Pikachu plushes that I have for you guys. Link below. Anyway, back to the video. Let's talk about the FIRE movement. Like, financially independent, retire early movement. Of late, many of them have come out the woodwork to show you guys and gals that, they have the wealth, they've accumulated that much money and they are doing YouTube. For a reason, they are doing YouTube. Not me. I am showing my progress to be more financially independent, but I don't really plan to retire early. And hear me out. This FIRE movement is on the premises that they save, they invest aggressively in their early years, and then they retire early. Maybe in their 40s, in their late 30s, somewhere around there. And the fact remains is they will show their wealth that they are drawing, maybe the 4% rule. I don't know how many percent they are drawing off of their, their bucket of investment, their portfolio. But from what I can tell, 4%, the rule is confirmed slightly, sufficient to live your life all the way for another 30 years, which is about 70. The issue I have with the FIRE movement, they assume that you are going to do nothing and live off this lump sum that you have, assuming that in your 20s, when you start work, you don't have a life. Like, for real, man, it's not for everyone, partly because everybody's predicament is different. Some actually are highly skilled. Some are not skilled as highly as, those that can actually get the 100,000 per year, the salary, or even the 200,000 per year salary, usually it's in the tech business, I guess. That makes a lot of people wary, a lot of people scared that they cannot retire early or retire as quickly as they can, or try as they might retire at all. I'll be very frank with you, I don't wish to retire early. And even if I can retire early, I will kind of continue to work as an ad hoc basis. And I can also roughly understand why these, gentlemen and ladies are showing it off on YouTube and social media. I'm not on TikTok again. I'm not on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I'm not on all that. But on YouTube, they are, showing off their wealth. They are advocating that they can retire early, they already stopped work, the 9 to 5 grind. And yeah, they just live life as it is. Living life as it is after being so-called retired, they should probably go and find enjoyment, I guess. The issue I have with, number one, in your 40s or in your 30s going to 40s is very different when you are in your 20s. You would know, right? So, if you're in your 20s and you work very hard to accumulate the wealth, you consistently save, you constantly don't spend, on the extravagant things. You don't, have the fun money, I guess. I'm not sure whether they have any fun at all, to be very honest. And rightfully so, if they are trying to get this FIRE movement go up and running, they probably don't have a lot of enjoyment. And once they hit, the limit or whatever they think they can retire and then withdraw the 4% from the retirement portfolio or whatever they have, I would think they probably still need to work. Regardless, of course, the safety net is there, but they'll still work. So the irony of it is, they say they call themselves retired, but they're still working somehow through maybe doing YouTube. YouTube is work. You can show I mean, I'm going to tell you offhand, my previous video, I talked about YouTube is not on easy mode. It never was. It's a grind. It's work. It's still work. This is video I'm doing for you is work. That's a fact. So the fact remains is there's no enjoyment. And in your 20s, I would urge you guys to be mindful that you cannot get back your youth. You cannot. That's a fact. You have to enjoy a little. And looking at these people that I would assume they aren't really enjoying as much if they are pushing for the FIRE, the retirement early, being independent financially. Let's just say, for me, much as I did some really dumb spending back in the day, when I was in my youth, I spent on a lot of things, albums, music, games. I don't regret it one bit. I'll be very frank with you. My youth, I will take it that if I were to live through life again back in the day, I would tweak a little things, here and there to save more, but I will not limit myself in the enjoyment. That's a fact. I can touch upon nowadays the enjoyment value is totally different than what I'll touch upon in another video. But here lies the issue. Let's say if you want to retire early and then you want to spend the money, you have to abide the 4%. You cannot deviate from it because it's very strict. 4% off that portfolio only means that you have a limited amount, that some amount. So it begs the question, how much money that you need to even park and invest in the first place to get to 1 million, 2 million, 3 million? You get what I'm saying? So that lies the issue. There's a lot of factors that changes your perspective. And why I am not say against, I'm not for it, because life trajectory is very different for individuals. You could be looking at me, who's married. I'm married. I'm 40 now. I'm married. But I don't have kids. If you are married, kids, housing, car, everything in between, everything that you have, and then you want to do the FIRE movement, and then you have a very top paying job, a lot of factors can play into it. That's the thing. Then there's the people that usually are those that are single and don't have a lot of debt on hand. They don't have any commitments on hand. So I would urge you guys to be yourself. Being yourself really should be advocated. You probably need to it's a fine line. You need to balance the two. Life is all about balance. That's why I did that video about the wise cowboy, doing no world. He talks about balance. Everybody is advocating that you push, hustle, and then get the dough, get the moolah, get the amount, get the cash, get the whatever, and rightfully so. If you're for that game, go for it. It will hurt in the long run because as you grow older, a lot of things that you can't do in your 40s and you be in your 20s. That's a fact. That's a God-given fact. In your 20s, you can do a lot of things that your 40s you can't. It's a fact. Yes, you would think that you want to travel the world. But again, you have the 4% rule. Again, you most probably have to work a bit more because you have to afford the life that you think you want. And then for those that want a simple life, and then they forgo whatever they can back in the day, it's a bit odd, So live a little. It's not doom and gloom that you cannot retire early. That's what I'm trying to say. For me, I am pushing for financial freedom. That's a fact. The FIRE, the FI, I would advocate it. That's a fact. Retirement early, those that actually work, if you've seen so many people that are workaholics, even they can retire, they will still work because it's in their blood. And for me, this is like a Sunday. It's 3 p.m. I'm doing this video, I'm doing all this, doing a lot of work on my sites. It's a fact. There's a balance. You have to have the balance in life to know what you can and cannot do. That doesn't mean retire early is just retire and just don't do anything. That's not what it means, to be very frank with you. There's so many of them, doing YouTube and everything, doing the social media, trying to push, this movement that they made it. I'll be frank with you, they didn't. To be very honest, they did not, even though they have the money. They did not, because they have really no idea what they are actually doing. So, and if they were to come at me for it, so be it, because I know myself. You should know yourself. Whoever is watching this video should know yourself that in your 20s is very different in your 40s. That's a God-given fact. So anyway, comment down below what you think about the FIRE movement. I advocate half of it. I will not advocate the other half of it. But I'm not totally against it, So yeah, comment down below. I'll see you in my next video. Yeah, go get this. The starter pack. I'm giving away them free. Take care, everyone. See you around. Bye bye.